Hello and welcome to, I can smell it, welcome to another Raggy's review. So we're going back down the spirit side of things today, and spirits you can make yourself at home. So this is Still Spirits and it's their version of OUZO. OUZO is an aniseed flavoured style spirit, and basically if you look on there you can see that there are one area, two areas, three areas. When you pour it from the top down to that first black mark, that goes into 700 mils of vodka, or 750, something like that, and it makes a 40% ouzo from vodka. Obviously, if you go to places like Creative Winemaking or Love Brewing, they're the two I recommend. Love Brewing's got a lot of videos on their site. Creative Winemaking is super helpful. Love Brewing have got a lot of videos on their site that help you understand what goes into making spirits, if that's what you're interested in. Or the easier way is to get some cheap vodka. I'll be very careful with anything. In certain countries of the world, you know, you all heard about that ethanol thing. This is done the right way. It's not done whatever way I have no idea what way they do it. But all done the right way. But anyway, using vodka, you can make ouzo. Ouzo is quite expensive. I mean, they're all expensive these days. But by brewing it yourself, by doing it yourself, making a wash, and then distilling it using an air still, or whatever still, you putting it into, you know, and it either comes out at, you know, 15% wash or up to 20% wash, comes out at, like, say 60% in an air still, and I think it's 95% in the other still. I can't remember the bloody name of it. And then you water it back down to 40% for obvious reasons. But yeah, there we go. So crystal clear pour, as you can expect, and aniseed and bloody ABV as well. I mean, I don't know what you use ouzo to go with, but yeah, you can see the legs on the inside. So swirled it round, you can see like the legs where it shapes down the inside of the glass. So yeah. Whew. Here we go. Embrace it. I'm not messing about sipping it. It's going down, and that's the bottom line. That's why these videos aren't long. Don't need to be long, you know. Oh. Ooh. Gotta be honest, don't see ouzo. I've never seen it in Sainsbury's. So when someone come into me asking for it, I'm like, I ain't got a clue what it's about. I knew my own spirits on the Spirit Eye, but I didn't know anything about it, and I still really don't now. But I know it's aniseed, so in some ways, is that like sambuca? But yeah, so certainly getting the aniseed. I got a flipping warmth come down. Then it's quite a long-lasting aniseed taste coming off. I need some food now, toast or something, some soup. But yeah, that is it. And like I say, the world of spirits is an interesting world to get into. You do get people who, you know, who you can buy the base spirit off. Be very, very careful though, you know, in that side of things. If in doubt, use vodka. I mean, you can, and I've had friends who've done this, who brewed the wash and then just added that to the wash. So instead of a 40% spirit. You're getting a 20% spirit, and then you add that to it. The only problem is the 20% spirit, it's got a funny, there's a bit of a funny aroma going off. It's still very drinkable, mind. You can make cheap vodka that way, especially if you mix it with something like a strong cola. So you're getting 20%, but you're not mixing it, you know. But anyway, that's my little review of OUZO. There we go, OUZO. I'll put it on the camera. And like I said, the spirit wheel, making your own spirits, is very interesting. Better go direct to Love Brewing and Creative Winemaking, and see what you know. Check their videos out, read about it, because you know there's a bit of investment. Once you paid for the investment, then you know you can make bottles of 700ml bottles of whiskey for, say, I'd say in this day and age with the price of things, probably about £3.50 for a bottle by the time you've paid for the wash, the sugar, and then the essence. Yeah, round about £3.50. Yeah. So it might be a bit more, you know. I remember when I went on the website, it was saying it was £2, but yeah, it's a bit more than that now because obviously sugar's gone up in price. So I'll have to work out on the next video I do. I'll work out how much it really costs. Fantastic if someone does the distilling for you. Even better. It's their electricity and their time. Although once you've done the wash, the distilling part is not really hard. You know, you put it into the air still, leave it for, I think it's 2.5 hours, and then you pour it out. It goes out, and then you just water it down to the 40%, and then you just add your flavourings, and yeah. And yeah, that's my review. Didn't really give it a score. I'm not going to give it a score really, but yeah, it certainly tastes of aniseed. Oh, doesn't it just?